Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I began this program some 15 years ago, I began it on the back sheet of a notebook piece of paper in a coffee shop. I, poor, barely affording the coffee that day, realized that there was only one way out. I needed to create the most effective personal power program in the country. Well, here we are 15 years later. The program works, but many of you will claim that it doesn't. Well, tonight's your night. Step up to the plate and challenge me, Leslie Tanner, on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, my explorers. How are you all doing? Namaste to every single one of you joining us here, very at the top of the program, right where the excitement is, right where the electricity can be found, pulsating in the air, both physically, literally, but also digitally and metaphorically. And namaste to you. How are you all doing? Before we really get into the meat and potatoes tonight and really start shaving that meat as close as we can to the bone, really giving ourselves the tools we need to transform our life, I'd like to address the chat right now. How is the chat doing? How are we all doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Tropes, namaste to you. Blessings and namaste to Tropes, everyone. Namaste. Oh my goodness gracious, not Mish coming in with a sub. 32 months, nearly 3 years, nowhere near leading the pack, which is funny. Nowhere near in front, but namaste saying you're welcome anyway. So blessings and namaste to, not Mish for that sort of devil-may-care attitude that we've all come to really respect. And yeah, I was hoping we could get that picture down there. Good. But that devil-may-care, that sassy, that little catitude that she's got, that we all have come to know and really appreciate. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Stone Monster and Pawn Scum hitting us with subs. Triggering a you-know-what. Let's get tonight started the right way, the only way. 2-2. Namaste, guys. Let's go ahead and look over. We've got Orchestra coming in with 3 bits. It's all I have, good sir. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your little head, Orchestra. Namaste to you. I really appreciate that. It's extremely generous of you. If that's 100% of all you have, then all you have is that. And of course, that's not as much as what other people have, but your 100% in some way is still, it's like, you know, we call the disabled inspiring very often. What we mean by is like, oh Lord, you got so little to work with, right? God really spat in your face on day one, and yet you are out here, you know, going to the bank, bagging your own groceries. Namaste to you. Pierogi with 11, Pierogi with 9. Oh, that's funny. Stone Monster 5 and a sub, and Pod Scub for the 25th month in a row. 33 months, should I say. Namaste, guys. Wow, what a beautiful way to start out. What a beautiful way to start out. Oh my gosh, what a treat, right? What a treat. Way to, you know, the thing I love about Jazz Express for me personally is it's like eating dessert, but I get a little dessert before the meal even comes. Do you know what I mean? That jazz is sort of like, in that analogy, so to speak, the jazz is a dessert, like a lush flan. Like a lush flan that I get to have a piece before dinner. I eat my dinner, which is delicious, and then I have another piece at the end, most likely. Cheer 100 from Pimper Knuckle, extremely generous of you. Pimper Knuckle, namaste to you. Thank you so much. Namaste, and I appreciate that and bless you tonight. Namaste. Wow. Yeah, so as Electrope says, I'll take seconds. And tonight I might be taking seconds, hopefully. We'll see what happens. You know, sometimes we get to nibble at the beginning and nibble at the end. So like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country by far and away. By far and away. But, you know, before we get into tonight's theme, I want to set a little bit of context about it. Now, I was recently, you know, over at the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com, my inner circle where I host my growing library of exclusive materials. All the program materials can be found at the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Information coming later, of course. But, you know, I was over there, we're doing, really funny, pepperoncini. 12-month streak in the program, 12-round streaks in my underwear. Aha! Oh, thank you so much, Pepperoncini. I really appreciate that. Really beautiful stuff. Really beautiful. Thank you so much, Gene. Really goddamn gorgeous way to share that. Now, so what I mean to take from that, you know, what I take from that is that we've got a grown man, children, wife, owns a home, homeowner, I don't know if he's got a pontoon boat, but I've personally been pushing him to purchase a pontoon boat in our personal conversations. I'm the explorer of the month. Can you remind everyone? We're getting to it, Fran. We're getting to it, Fran. You don't worry your head about anything. We're going to get to that. We've got some orders of business, but first I wanted to kind of just set some context. Look, and here we got another communal vision coming in from Stone Monster 400. Stone Monster 400. Who knows when that'll show up on screen? Fran, but don't you worry, Fran. Fran, don't you sweat your little head. Communal vision coming in from Stone Monster 400. Podcast is worth its weight in gold. Now, Stone Monster, we began this venture over at the Community of Devoted Light. I needed to work on production-wise on the videos to come. And so what I did was shifted focus to a podcast, a regular podcast over on the Community of Devoted Light. And if you're looking for some feedback about how that's going over there, look over the Stone Monster 400 saying it is worth its weight in gold. Namaste. Now, over there, what we are doing with the podcast is we are hosting a Get to Know Your Moderator, a series of podcasts of one-on-one sit-downs with moderators that you know from the Twitch chat and Discord. You see their names, you see the contribution they make, you see the work they do behind the scenes. Both on and off screen. And this is a chance for me to just sit down one-on-one and let you all see the oily, disgusting, callous, working-class hands that make this program work as fluidly and cleanly as it does. So, namaste to you. I just had, so we recently spoke to Craigulators, recently spoke to Pepperoncini, and today, not to spoiler alert, but next week's episode, I sat down with none other than Money Tits, a.k.a. Ian. Namaste. He's been here for a long time. And when I pressed him towards the end of the conversation, what was the most influential step of the program for him was question. He absolutely loved question. And that, honestly, after that conversation, it really sat with me. Stone Monster 400, I love how each mod has a weird tard or tism. That's 100% true. And also kind of like a wildness to their parents so far. Not necessarily abusive, not necessarily negligent, not necessarily, this, that, and the other, but, approaching it, a wildness to them, wildness to the parents. And that does seem to be a common theme. Says Stone Monster points out. Namaste, Stone. Oh, Lord, you're doing the homework and you're doing the work. And we watch the program sort of express itself through you. And namaste to you. I really appreciate that, Stoney. Truly, truly. Now, as I was saying, guys, this question, second tenet of the program, we'll get to the tenets a little later. But the second tenet of the program is to question everything. And that's what Money Tits, that's what really sold him on the effectiveness of explorations here. Now, that stuck with me. So tonight, before we get into the meat and potatoes, that is the sort of motivation for tonight's theme. The program doesn't work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I say question everything, I'm not just hooting. I'm not just hollering. I'm not just barking up an old tree. I'm not just talking out of my ass. When I mean question everything, I mean question everything. Everything that could be questioned, period. Even the very framework that we use to question reality in and of itself, the program of explorations. So tonight, and I know there's some of you in the chat right now, not Mish, not right now. Shut the fuck up. I knew you were going to do that. My temporary roommate's an even more temporary roommate if she keeps this fucking attitude up, because I'm not going to be having that tonight. The problem is that it was honest. I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking around. I wasn't scully butting around with y'all. I really did say just the wrong consonant. The wrong consonant. And it's really getting me right now. But I'm a professional, so we're going to work through this. I'm a goddamn professional. And this is professionalism you see on the screen. And what is more professional than taking the gun that I've given you all and telling you to direct it towards me? Hell, I'll turn it towards myself. Let's play some Russian roulette. Tonight, the program doesn't work. Let's ask the question. You naysayers, you jackals, you rapists in the bushes, tonight's your night. When I open up the line tonight, 708-240-8953, I want to speak to you. I want to speak to you if you think the program has failed you. If the program has left you in a lurch, if the program has abandoned you, that the program has made your life worse, your already hog shit life even worse. I want to talk to you one-on-one. Namaste. Now, as I was saying just a moment ago, before we get into the meat and potatoes, let's go ahead and get through some orders of business. First and foremost, guys, as you know, I'd like to do our formal declaration of our Explorer of the Month. Our formal declaration of our Explorer of the Month. And that, let's just do it. I don't even need to say it. That's right, April Fools, and the joke being on toaster. Congrats, Fram Weird. So just a reminder, every Explorer of the Month, we honor the contributions and progress of a certain individual in our community, somebody who's really put the program of explorations foremost and center in their heart and mind and have reaped the benefits. This month it is none other than Fram Weird. So Fram's going to be receiving a special piece of physical merch from me, Leslie Tanner, in the mail. And if you would like that, then listen, we will be anointing the Explorer of the Month every single month. The mods and I get together and do a little tate to tate, as they say. And of course we like to foster discussion in the Discord server, and of course we reflect on all of your points. But ultimately, it is up to me and the moderators. So congratulations to Fram Weird. Namaste to you and blessings. You get it. So the Explorer of the Month gets a free month of the Community of Devoted Light and a special little something from me in the mail. It's fun. It's good and it's fun, and namaste. So that's that. Explorer of the Month. Next we have, as always, guys, I like to bring some attention to the post office box. I love getting stuff from you guys. Any manner of things, be it a simple letter, a postcard even, or just let me know how you're doing, or a full-on care package. You got some ideas of stuff you want to send me? Send it on over. I absolutely love getting stuff. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Make sure you write that down and send me a little something. I check that P.O. Box a couple times a week, and I open it right up on air with you all, and blessings. Yeah, big time. So thank you so much. Now, guys, can you send money? Absolutely. Dr. Quintana MD asking, can I send money? Yes, absolutely. We're actually in desperate need of money. Namaste, which honestly brings me to my next point. The community that we have, the program that we have, is fostered by contributions directly from you. So everything that you see and everything that you even hope that it will become as it reaches the darkest corners of the internet, it is fueled by contributions both on here, on Twitch, and also at my community of devoted light at patreon.com. So I just dropped a link in the chat right now. This community of devoted light at patreon.com is where I host my growing library of exclusive materials. I'm talking videos, I'm talking podcasts, I'm talking music downloads, I'm talking about getting VHS tapes in the mail. I'm talking about this, you know, a whole host of things that have absolutely exponentially furthered the progress of those who choose to participate. So if you're interested, go ahead, click that link. Tonight could be your night. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can have a whole library of stuff, a literal playground to get into of videos, podcasts, and a monthly goddamn postcard. How about? Namaste to you. Now, let's and a secret Discord chat. That's true, and a secret Discord chat as well. Thank you so much, Orchestra. I should mention that we have a special little channel where we kind of speak sort of separately and independently of the, you know, the thoughts and feelings of the, we call the rest of you guys poor cows, people that cannot afford to be inside this circle, and your thoughts are more tarnished by just by a needless and profound depth of suffering that could have easily been avoided had you had just a little more money in your life. And so we like to make sure we have a space where it's like, okay, I hear you, but holy shit, let's go over here and talk a little bit. Let's go ahead and experience the purity of our thoughts afforded to us by a couple dollars here and there every single month. Namaste. So blessings to you, you know, either way, but extra blessings as usual per the universe's decree to my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Namaste to you. Now, guys, namaste. Flying Vita, welcome. Blessings and namaste. How are you? How's Flying Vita? How you doing tonight, hon? Wonderful. McNabb Machine Ranch RD. May I think it? Yes. Yes, go think it as much as you want. Now, let's go ahead and get into tonight's theme, guys. The theme being the program doesn't work. Now, as I said, I'm speaking to Ian with an episode of the podcast of Devoted Light that's going to be coming out. Girthy Green Goblin, finally hitting that official follow. Namaste to you, brother. Blessings and namaste to Girthy Green Goblin. Girthy Green Goblin. McNabb, of course. Any day of the week. You ask me and the answer will always be the same. You can think it. Namaste. Now, as I was saying, per conversation with Ian, who is, you know, one of the most committed, dogged explorers in the community, and he really left me with something to think about. The extent, you know, of questioning that we talk about. You know, it's easy to talk about, yeah, we should question, you know, this is a value, this value of skepticism. It's something that is instilled in us at a pretty early age, right? Even in public schools, Communal Vision Crick from Fram Weard, Community Alert, Toaster's playing World of Warcraft again right now. Well, we discussed it. I do consider this to be disrespectful, but I do believe his, you know, sometimes I got to move the schedule around, and for somebody who talks as much shit as he does about wanting to be a moderator, and then not jumping at the chance to be in the chat of this stream right here, right now before you, then that is confusing to me. That does send a mixed message to me, and ultimately I do see it as kind of disrespectful. But you know, we're on a bumpy little road right now. This month has been rough between us. He's gotten, I love it. I love the very mask energy coming from Toaster. Guys, for those of you who are not familiar with Toaster, aka What's Up Cats Up, let's go ahead and do a quick shout out, you know. And I don't even mean this to be positive necessarily. You know what I mean? I don't even mean this to be positive. I do want you to follow him. I do want you to follow him, but I don't even know if deep down if he wants all of you to follow him right now. So there he is. What's up, cats? Up at the top of the Twitch chat. YouTube, if you want to pop over and check it out, that's fine. But either way, guys, like I was saying, as I was saying a second ago, we're in a rough patch. This very peculiar, strange young man is in a very mask era, if you know what I mean. And I'm genuinely very proud of him for this, because at the beginning of his calls, a lot of you are going to know what I'm talking about immediately, right? Do you remember your first call to Explorations? Do you remember the sad state of affairs that you came to me with your life and I utterly turned it on its head, utterly transformed it with simple yet profound tools of Explorations? Well, the same can be said for Toaster's journey. I remember one of the first calls, he was trying to get himself to have the courage to just say hello to a woman at work. Say hello to a woman at work. We came up with a plan of him hiding behind a bush, actually, a fake plant at work. And you know, I don't know if he actually fell through with it, but he did start a series of love affairs with inanimate objects, which, you know, as you can imagine, doesn't really gesture to a very vigorous sense of self or sense of masculinity on top of that. So this era of masculinity coming from Toaster, I think, you know, as acerbic as it is, as abrasive as it is, as toxic, I'll go ahead and say that. I don't like to use that word a lot, but as toxic as it is, I am very proud of him. And I think I hope he keeps going, even if it costs us our best friendship, which it very well might cost us. So someday. Namaste over at YouTube. You sons of bitches over at youtube.com are popping off. I'd love to see Underhill, Witness 222, blessings and namaste to you. I saw, who did I see just a second ago? Who did I just see a second ago? McNow. Oh yeah, McNow, we were chatting. Namaste to you. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you so much for holding it down over at youtubelive.com. Weird space, weird zone. Want to make sure that the message is heard loud and clear at every corner that we can reach, including, you know, the rapscallions over at YouTube Live. Hendershot, namaste to you as well. Blessings and namaste to Hendershot at YouTube. So as I was saying, so what we're doing tonight, and this would be probably a good night for Toaster to call in, because he's got such a negative attitude and negative outlook. I'll bet he's got something to say. The program doesn't work. So guys, in the spirit of questioning, I'm about to open up the line, and I want to speak to you. I want to speak to that part of you, if you can access it, if it even exists at all. The part of you that believes on some level that this program is snake oil, that this program is a predatory trap, that I am no different than any other guru, presenting a deceptively simple framework and predating on the mentally retarded and disabled and women. So tonight is your night. I'm going to open up the line in just a moment, and I want to hear from you. Let's have it out. Let's talk about it. What doesn't work for you about the program? Nindy New, the program works, and if you don't like it, you can leave, says Nindy New. So Nindy New ready to fight. Nindy New ready to dig his heels in and physically fight a bitch over this. And I love that. Namaste to Nindy New. I hope you get in a scrap tonight, too. I want to see that. I want to see that bulldog. I want to see that junkyard dog Nindy New coming out and ready to rock and roll. Because tonight, the passions are going to be hot. The arguments are going to be at a full 10, maybe even 11 out of 10 tonight. That I can pretty much guarantee. Let's go ahead and open up the line. 708, the lines are open. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Here we go. Got someone calling in. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Oh, you can call me dumbass.
Dumbass, welcome back to the program. Brother Dumbass, thanks for starting us off tonight. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
You know, I'm enthused. I'm excited. I'm liking the energy tonight. I'm really enjoying the energy from chat, both at Twitch and YouTube tonight. Is very hot. Very exciting stuff. So, Brother Dumbass, I'm going to take you right to task. Let's get started on the right foot. The theme tonight is the program doesn't work.
See, I can't lie to you. The program does work for me. Because when I first started calling in, I was quite the sad sack of shit. But through your guidance and actually working the program, you made me see me for what I really am, and I accepted that. And I'm able to live with myself as a sad sack of shit these days.
Look at that.
So I can't really lie to you and say it doesn't work. I'm sorry. I know it's the topic of the night or whatever, but.
No, Brother Dumbass, I love that. You know, and listen, one thing that I want to credit you for, genuinely, yes. I genuinely mean this. One thing I want to give you credit for is, you know, we're talking about you being a sad sack of shit. You know, you're sad and you're a sack of shit. You're a sack of shit that's sad about being a sack of shit. And it's sort of, being a sack of shit makes you sad, being sad makes you a sack of shit. And this is you. Closed circle. And you were talking about acceptance. You're talking about acceptance and how you're taking in the benefits of that. However, we're skipping something, Brother Dumbass.
What's that?
Is that the sense of self and the relative state of wisdom and what from which you're speaking right now.
Yes.
Is remarkable. You know, a lot of people, this is one of the things when people say, you know, I'm looking for a program that works. I want to look for a program that's going to make my life better. I'm going to go to my Tony Robbins. I'm going to go to my Dennis Waitley's. I'm going to go to my Gary V's. I'm going to go to my et cetera, et cetera, et ceteras.
You said Tony Robbins.
I did say Tony Robbins, yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You know, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but... But, you know, the baby's already kind of drowning in the bathwater and has been for quite some time. I'd love to debate Tony Robbins here on Explorations. If that, you know, if anybody...
You would decimate him. You would, you would put him in retirement.
Yeah, I'd walk him like a dog, right? I'd put a leash on him.
Walk him like a fucking dog.
Tony Robbins, I'd put a fucking leash on you and walk you like a dog. Hopefully this makes it to you through the internet. I hope this finds you. Nindy knew, hey, you piece of shit. He asked you how the program didn't work. You failed the program. That's from Nindy knew. Any response?
I failed the program?
That's what Nindy knew says.
I don't know what Nindy knew knows. They know nothing.
See, I love this defeat. I love this sad defeat in your voice. That's beautiful. Now, listen. As I was saying, I want to credit you for this wisdom to realize the beauty and power, and I don't use that word lightly. The power of being a closed loop system of being a sad sack of shit. You created a nuclear reactor of inadequacy, and truly, if there is a sense of power for you to explore, to unleash on this world, it can be found only in what you have accomplished in a relatively short amount of time here at Exploration. So I want to commend you for that. Truly, I really appreciate that.
Couldn't have done it without you in the program, so.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, and one thing about this is, and you seem emotionally prepared for this already, but for you and many others, you know, it might turn out that the power that you do have to unleash is woefully inadequate for any of the goals you thought you had for your life. You know, you thought you might improve yourself in such a way and attain certain amounts of income, certain amounts of social status, etc. And you might find, now that you have closed the loop, as you should have, as is powerful and brave, that you're really not going to amount to much more than what you are right now.
Not really. I've already hit the glass ceiling, to be honest, to be frank. I've already hit it.
And not only does this affect you in a personal way, but talk to me. Have you ever had any dreams about, and be honest with me, and we can reach back far for this. Have you ever had any dreams about kind of, you know, quote unquote, changing the world in any way, changing people's minds, changing the state of the world?
Not really.
Not really. Look at that. Already a leg up. Already a leg up.
I mean, why bother?
Why bother? Well, I'd love to host a debate between you and, really anybody who thinks they can change the world and improve themselves, because I think what you bring to the table is a sort of like a tree stump. It's sort of you dig your heels in and you're not going anywhere.
They would save themselves a lot of stress and all that. Just don't try to change the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't waste your effort or time.
Don't waste your effort and time.
I mean,
wow, you're blasting off. I love this. So listen, next step, we are going to work on working within who we know yourself to be, and sort of unlocking the powers that you do have. This is going to be painful. This is going to be painful because, I think being a sad sack of shit, you're talented at it, right? It comes natural to you. But we're going to have a montage of exploring talents and such things that you may have somewhere in your life. That'll be the next step. So remind me next time you call that's going to be your homework, to think about what those are, and then we'll work on those the next time you call.
Got homework? All right.
Yep, I know. It stinks, right?
Oh, shit.
P.U. I hate homework. Anyway, thanks so much for calling in. Namaste.
Thank you, Leslie. Namaste.
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Here exploring the program doesn't work? Question marks. The program doesn't work? We recently had an explorer. I'd love to hear from this son of a bitch. They came into our Discord server a couple days ago calling me fat and gay. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up that I can call you tonight?
It's Mish.
Good to hear from you. Temporary roommate, not Mish, calling in. How are you tonight, hon?
I'm great. I've been saying the theme.
Yeah, for sure. So you're a good person to call in, but the thing is, I'd love to hear something of substance come out of your mouth as relating to how the program doesn't work. So tonight's your night. Go ahead, rattle off. Why doesn't the program work?
Well, I'm in the same exact financial situation I was in before the program. I am still mentally ill. I don't feel like any more motivated than I did before.
Uh-huh. So, okay, right on. Philzy74 says, Mish sucks.
Damn. Is he trolling? That's not very nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he trolling? Is this real or not?
It better be fake.
It better be fake.
I'm going to freak out.
Well, listen, either way, I support Phil Z and his ventures, and I really appreciate him sharing that feeling and thought with us as sentiment. So, like I was saying, so listen, you started the program, and you fought the program tooth and nail, okay? I don't think anyone in chat right now familiar with your interaction with the program and me, both as a man and as the creator and founder of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, I don't think a single one of us can say that you took this program seriously.
That's true. It didn't seem like something worth taking seriously.
So that's funny. It's funny, I have a problem with bikes. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I personally have a problem with bikes. And the problem, real quick, we have a psychic emergency coming in. Namaste from, I believe, let's see who it's from.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Nindinu to issue a psychic emergency, Cheer 300 Discord alert. Leslie is fat and gay. 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 The program works. Repeat. Cheer 300 Discord alert. Leslie is fat and gay. 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 The program works. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Now, listen, so I've got it. So that was just Nindinu issuing. Thank you so much, Nindinu, for that. Just saying Leslie is fat and gay. Leslie is
it true?
Fat and gay.
There was a guy in the Discord that said that about you too.
Yeah, I don't believe myself to be fat. I'm pretty slim. I'm pretty fit. I'm a pretty fit man.
That's true.
And also on top of that, I'm not gay. Sexually speaking, I'm a sort of in my heyday before taking a vow of alpha sensuality within the program. Right. I was a massive slut.
With
anything,
men as well.
Anyone, yeah.
Anyone. That's chill.
Not the way I did it.
Yeah, I can only imagine how disgusting you are.
Yeah, anyway, so listen, I've got a problem with bikes, Mish.
Is it that you don't like riding bikes, or that our crackhead neighbor keeps stealing parts off your bike?
Well, listen, they're like a gift to him at this point. I love putting it out there and just letting our kind of mentally retarded crackhead neighbor sort of wander into our backyard and start taking about $250 worth of parts, which the bike didn't even cost that much, but somehow it costs more than the cost of the bike to replace what he takes from me. And it's like a gift. It's like a Christmas all year. It makes me feel like I'm Santa Claus. I put on a little Santa hat in my mind, and I go down there and I can't wait to give this middle-aged, mentally retarded crackhead guy a set of handlebars for Christmas.
Yeah.
No, but my point being, listen, let's pick something else because you're kind of fucking up what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, so listen, I've got a problem with paint thinner, right? I got a problem with paint thinner.
Like you're addicted to it?
No, stop.
I'm just trying to understand the problem.
I'll help you understand, okay? I'll help you understand. Just shut up.
Okay.
I gotta pick something new now because you keep asking questions.
That's one of the tenants.
So now you take this seriously? Real quick subscription from Disciple, Explorer, and a limo driver pending DWI. Shut up, says Disciple. Shut up, says Disciple. So kind of coming to my defense.
Movie.
Kind of coming to, that's from a movie?
That's from Donnie Darko.
Oh, okay, so that's from okay, that's a whole thing then, okay. Well, namaste, Disciple, appreciate that. And thank you so much, by the way, for that sub for the 17th month in a row. Blessings and namaste to you, almost at a year and a half. Now, like I was saying,
go on.
I got to pick a new thing, and after I pick this thing to explain my point, don't say stuff, don't ask questions.
I'm just confused because that's part of the program.
No, you're doing it to hurt me and to defame it and to hurt the program. Yes, you are. That's the only time you ever take the program seriously is when you want to besmirch my name and can't fucking talk.
I'm trying to get to explore. I have to question first.
Anyway, you know, let's say I don't like letter openers, right? I got a problem with letter openers.
Okay.
There, is that good? Communal vision from Lomas, whatever. I fucked Leslie in 2014 and confirmed that he is fat and gay. From Lomas, whatever. And that may or may not be true. I had about 50% of the intercourse back then under a complete fugue state. Complete blackout from beginning to end for a lot of those weekends. Who knows? Who knows what, you know, what fuck pigs I was getting at.
I want to be in a fugue state.
Yeah, you said that earlier. I wish you luck.
Yeah, I watched the video about it. It was like, that could be my personality for like a week or something. I don't know. Hendershot coming in with a super chat. I used to think nothing could make my life worse, and then I found the program. See, there we go. Hendershot getting it. Hendershot understanding. Hendershot exploring. Namaste. Now, I've got a problem with letter openers, Mish. Okay. Go on.
And my problem with letter openers is that they don't work for me. But you know what?
Why
not? Because I never thought they were worth taking seriously. So I never used it. So it didn't work for me. Because I didn't take it seriously. So I didn't use it. So it didn't work for me. Do you see the circle we're running in right now?
Well, I'm actively trying to engage in the program by exercising the 4 tenets, and you won't fucking let me get past question.
Pepperoncini says, Leslie, go on CuteBot. I'll bet you could obliterate her mind. I would imagine so. You know, strong streamer, interesting business over there, over at cutebot.com. I'd love to go on there and just go toe to toe with these retards. Doofus Dusseldorf. Huh?
I love CuteBot.
We love CuteBot. We love CuteBot here, and I say retards in a very affectionate way, of course. You know what I mean.
She kind of looks like she smells bad, and I love it.
Doofus Dusseldorf, the program does work through, after almost 40 months, I'm exhausted and frequently have experiences of intense derealization when outside or at the grocery store. Namaste.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I read the super chat. 1 second. Who said this? Leslie. Nobody Radio Underhill. Yeah. From are you talking about the one from Hendershot? I used to think nothing could make my life worse, and then I found the program from Hendershot at youtube.com. Also, thank you so much for the super chat, brother Hendershot. Namaste to you. What gender are you? You just pick a word and hit me and just shoot me in the fucking forehead with it. I don't, you know, it's up to you. Now, listen.
You say that you are a man like all the time.
Yes, I am a man.
There you go.
Don't play games with me. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You engage in quote unquote good faith when you want to make me look like a fool, when you want to make the program look like bullshit. Then you're oh, I'm just taking it seriously. But you got a venom in your heart. You got a snake inside of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a filthy woman.
Yeah, you don't have a very good defense against this though.
I'm engaging you, and I'm trotting you out, making you look like a fool.
Right. So far, all you've done is giggle because I asked a question.
No.
Yeah, I'm making you giggle.
Real quick, we have a psychic emergency. Nindinu, I'll say your communal vision in just a moment. Namaste, Nindinu.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation
this is from Fram. We got a psychic emergency from Fram.
Psychic emergency. Cheer 300. Hold on, Fram. Fuck you. My first job out of college was making $27,500 a year. I took a bunch of chances in my career and got where I am. Yes, influenza. It's affluenza. Fuck you if you think I haven't challenged myself over the last 20 years to build up into what I am today. Everyone who's complaining about being a fucking little bitch at art needs to try a little harder and take some chances. Having money makes you a moron. Yes, Fram, having money makes me a moron. I'm a fuck. Repeat. Cheer 300. Hold on.
One more time
Fram,
on that.
Fuck you. My first job out of college was making $27,500 a year. I took a bunch of chances in my career and got where I am. Yes, influenza. It's affluenza. Fuck you if you think I haven't challenged myself over the last 20 years to build up into what I am today. Everyone who's complaining about being a fucking little bitch at art needs to try a little harder and take some chances. Having money makes you a moron. Yes, Fram, having money makes me a moron. I'm a fuck. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Yeah, do we have a Larry over at YouTube? Is Larry hanging out on YouTube? Because I think he's officially, his little meltdown is officially entering the we're raising his jersey up into the rafters and using his copy pasta. It sounds like it gives a hey you little bitch, I'm a Navy SEAL. That one sounds almost exactly, same sort of angsty. Okay, so listen. You got a couple communal visions. Southern Dragon Ball, good to see you, by the way. Nindy News says, Mish, don't you think we need a fifth step to the program?
Yes.
What would that even be?
I don't know, something like actually fun, like frolic.
Peppercorn Patty, communal vision. Did someone say snake?
Jaunt.
There's a reason you don't have a program.
Games.
There's a very obvious reason, sweetheart, that you don't have a program.
Because I'm fun and like to be myself.
We have 3 steps. What are they? What was the first one? You had a first one and then jaunt and then games.
It was 4. Thank you. It was frolic.
Frolic.
Romp. Jaunt. Game.
Okay, namaste.
How about party?
Oh, no, you've been terminated. No, you've been terminated. You've been terminated, sweetheart. No. You go start your little program. Go start your little program with frolic and jaunt and what have you. Listen, I'm here to level myself against your genuine arguments. I'm not here to sit here. I'm to just kind of sit here and whack off our soft little cocks together. Okay? This is the real deal. I am asking the ultimate question, the most fundamental question that can be asked in this world of ours. The program doesn't work? I'm calling on the jackals and the rapists and the ne'er-do-wells hiding in the bushes. Come challenge me. Challenge this program. Don't try to snipe me with a bunch of cutesy little quips and your little rhetorical posturing the way Not Mish did very dishonorably. Very dishonorably. Pepperoncini, Not Mish, I don't know if you know this, but you can just walk into his room and keep talking to him if you want. Yeah, one of the last times she did try to do that, I physically assaulted her. If a cop saw me do that, if the cop saw me do what I did that night, he would have tased me. We'll just say that. And I'm not sorry. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. It's on YouTube, I'm sure. We've been multi-streaming to YouTube for a while. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight? Seventh. Hey, guys, it's 7th Dragon Ball. It's been a while. Oh, real quick quote. Wait a moment.
I vanish. In violence, I am made manifest. For all of time, until form becomes formless, until the commotion of being gives way to eternal silence.
Namaste. So 7th, welcome back to the program, you old son of a bitch. How you doing?
Tired.
You're tired.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
You said it. I wasn't braced quite for the full Southern accent. So when I heard you say "tard," I immediately thought of a different, different direction. Like I'm mentally retarded now, but that doesn't make sense.
No, I'm tired.
Talk to me. Why are you tired?
Yeah. Well, you're talking about. I thought that's what you're supposed to be doing every stream. That's what I do. Like, I sit here with my flaccid penis and I just stroke it, and that's
sure
what I usually do. And I've been sitting here doing that, and I'm kind of just caught off guard that you're now telling us that we're not supposed to be doing that. I thought the program was going one way, and now we're going another. I sit here with my penis in my hand and watch your stream, and just slowly caress myself, ever so slowly, just watching and listening to people call in. And
well, listen, you have Diglett with hat just put a terminate on you. Namaste, 7th Dragon Ball. Namaste. Diglett with hat saying But honestly, I was looking forward to that conversation. 7th Dragon Ball, pillar of this community. 7th Dragon Ball, came through clutch. There was a batch of blank VHS tapes about a year ago that were on auction somewhere that I couldn't get to, and he went and got them and then mailed them to me. Sort of putting really, etching his name into the foundation of this program. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Tonight's my night to air grievances, and he's going to just let me do it?
Brother, it's Angry Mike. Everybody welcome Angry Mike back to the program. Been a little bit. Namaste. How you doing tonight, Angry?
I'm doing just fine. I mean, how are you doing, Guru? I'm ready to fucking light your ass up here.
Light away, Angry Mike. Light away. You've always got something negative to say, so tonight is your night. We're asking the question, just for context, we're asking the question, the program doesn't work. Question mark?
Right.
7th Dragon Ball, actually, before you even get into your little thingy, we've got a 7th Dragon Ball sub.
Thingy?
Still sitting here, just listening. Every caller should know I am edging listening to you all, hyped up on cough medicine and SSRIs.
I don't know how I should feel about that. I've never had someone say they're jerking off to me. I guess it feels kind of nice. Right?
Nice, right? It's kind of flattering.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
There
It'd be
are worse.
It'd be weird if he said he started jerking off to me and then lost interest. That would hurt my feelings.
In my area and from my experience with the people that I work with, the depth and breadth of the sexual crimes is startling. And so, whenever something from pop culture, finds its way into a news headline in our area, and somebody's upset about, being told that someone's jacking off to them, collectively in my community, we're all just like, not that big of a deal. You'll be all right. Tough it out.
Because people, I mean, as long as you're not a fucking mess, somebody's probably, done a little dance down in their private parts to you, for a few minutes.
Right.
Why not?
not saying
Why
it's
not?
comfortable.
And I'm just saying, would you rather them have fantasies about chopping your fucking head off? I mean, they could do that too. I'd rather live in a world where I think all these girls are just diddling themselves to me. That's the world I operate in.
Angry
and
Mike.
that's not thanks to the program. You told me not to think that.
What did I tell you not to think?
You told me to act like they don't want to diddle themselves to me.
Well, I mean, that was a specific thing at a specific time. I told you what you needed to hear at that moment.
I was on probation, blah, 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 and you told me to play it safe.
Yes,
but
exactly.
now I got to think the opposite. I feel, honestly, Leslie, the reason the program doesn't work is sometimes I call in and you give certain advice, and then I'll call in and you give the exact opposite advice, but somehow you always say that that's going to work out for me. That doesn't logically sound like what should happen.
Well, listen, listen, Angry Mike, we'll get into your finer points of your arguments and your negativity in a second, but one thing that I do want to say, right? Well, no, I'm not going to say it. You keep going. Why doesn't this program work, Angry Mike? And let me have it. Let me hear every single goddamn thing.
Okay, well, number one, let me get my notebook. Hold on. Number one, I go to the bank to try to get out of this reverse mortgage. I don't even own a house. I don't know how I don't know when I filled out this paperwork. I don't know. I don't even know how they approved me to begin with. But when I go into the bank to try to say, listen, I don't own an ice cottage in Switzerland. I don't have a passport. And then they go, well, I'm sorry, sir, this is clearly your signature, and you were clearly on a bender, and this is a legally binding contract. And then I say to them, Leslie, I've said to them verbatim, relax, okay? I'll start with that. I'll say, relax, Mr. Bank Manager. Then I'll go, can you express why I can't get out of this reverse mortgage? And then I'll question him, just like the program, in the exact order the program says. I'll question him, and I'll say, so you're going to tell me that I can't get out of this reverse mortgage because I signed all these legally binding documents and I just can't pay for the thing that I said that I could pay for? And then I go, how about we explore other options? And then he trespasses me from the building. How is that the program working for me, Leslie?
Nobody Radio Underhill, Communal Vision. Caller, you mad, bro?
Yes. Am I not making myself clear? Is my phone going in and out?
Nope, it's perfectly clear to me.
That's what I figure. So that's just one. What's the next bullet point? It has not helped me with my erectile dysfunction. I should have probably ranked that one. And just to be clear to ladies, when I say erectile dysfunction, it's because it gets too hard and long. Okay, dysfunction can mean it doesn't operate the normal way. It's not that just so everybody knows that I'm on record for that. But it's not working properly.
Communal Vision from 7th Dragon Ball. I feel like Mike's notebook is just random pieces of toilet paper. He writes on sitting there on the toilet.
What better way to get your thoughts down? What, you're going to go to your ivory desk? Who said that? Who said that?
It was 7th Dragon Ball.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Monopoly, how about you go and write your notes when you have all your free time, and let me take a deuce and write down my grievances. Okay? Number 3, I have not gotten the postcard about the opening of the compound. And I've donated a lot. It's too much money at this point, Leslie, for not even a grand opening letter, something.
Yeah, because we haven't opened it yet.
No, but all day long, I get real estate companies sending me postcards saying, hey, it's a digital representation of what the neighborhood will be. And they're saying, come by now. Where's my little 3D printout of the compound and the re-education room and the place where apparently we all get to masturbate to one another? What's going on here?
Psyduck with a gun, Communal Vision. Mike sounds like Jen if she had a penis, a very small penis. Mike has a small cock. I
said my erectile dysfunction makes it long and hard. Okay, so Another problem that I have with the program is even when I'm talking out loud, we already addressed this about the whole reading thing. I'm not going to even get back into that because you almost hung up on me, but that can be addressed at another time. But even now, they don't even have to read. They just have to listen to the words coming out of my mouth that I have a long and hard cock due to erectile dysfunction, that the program isn't helping, and then he writes that it's small and that that I'm Jen with a small penis. Grievance number 4. Number 5, you should be doling out checks to the community members.
Why would I do that? Why?
It would make us happy.
Do you think that the point of doing this is to make you happy?
Oh, see, now you've lost. Now I'm gonna get
Angry
upset.
Mike. I literally, if I were to make you happy, it would be better if I just shot you in the head with a bolt gun. If I came over to your house and I shot you in the forehead in front of people that care about you, it would be better than to make Angry Mike happy Mike.
Can you just? I need an explanation because now I'm so.
We've got some communal visions. Fram Weard, communal vision just with a bunch of Leslie Durr emotes. Namaste to you. Really appreciate that, Fram. Stone Monster saying, I hope there is some money in the budget for a human milking station. Any response to that from you, Nindin, or you're just bringing up the compound?
Well, I mean, I agree with Stone Monster. He's got great ideas, and that's what I'm talking about. When it's been a pie in the sky dream, and all of our dreams and wishes are going to be coming true if I just relax and believe, and explore and covet and manifest. And I think I can get all of them. What's else? Loser? No, what's it actually called? Loser?
Yeah, close loser or failure. I can't put the word loser on a channel point button.
Why?
Twitch won't let me. Mother Nipplebottom says, the program is not magic beans, small or large. You ain't getting any.
Wait a minute. Let's go back. You're telling me Twitch banned the word loser?
On channel point buttons, yes.
That's absurd. What else are they not going to let you say nowadays? That's grievance number 7, and that shouldn't really be directed at you, but you should have found a way around that. You're gonna let Bezos just tell you
use
what
the word
to do?
failure.
No, but that's a bitch out move when you think about it. You just got to figure out how to spell it in like numbers or something. There's got to be a way around that.
That's tacky and ugly. Yo, caller, I didn't order a Yappuccino. What have you done for the program lately? The program only works if you work the program. That's from Pepperoncini.
Hey, Pepper, $20 gets you your end of your Yappuccino. You don't got the goods. You don't got the balls to do it either. So how about that? The Yappuccino Fest continues until I say it ends. That's how this program's going. Grievance number 7, Pepperoncini talks too much during this program. But I do love talking Tanner, so don't take this. I'd love to be a guest.
Well, have you been a guest yet on Talking Tanner?
Yeah, I did it back in the day. It's fine. But then they don't call me back. Grievance number 8. Grievance number 9, Toaster hasn't called in. And grievance number 10 is, I'm just an angry dude.
Look at, and there it is. Now he's crying. Angry Mike is crying.
No.
We let him spin his wheels. We got a grown man crying. Stone Monster 400,
No.
Can we have a cotton candy machine, Leslie? Yes.
Oh, please. See, yes. Wait, you're saying yes?
Yeah, I said yes.
Oh, okay. See, now we're fucking talking, Guru.
No,
okay.
a cotton candy machine would be great. Would be terrific.
Oh, my.
Am I going to cut you a check? You're
I can make it myself?
out of your mind.
Ooh, now we're talking. See, now I'm getting back on the Leslie train here, I think.
See, this is now. Listen, one thing that I want to leave you with, Angry Mike.
Yes.
So I want to drill down on this angry happy thing next call. But right now, what I want to tell you, Fram Weard, crying ass bitch Mike from this day on.
No, I don't think that's. I had something in my eye and nostril, and
your voice was quivering.
Well, that's what happens when something goes in your eye and nostril at the same time. What, you're going to be steadfast like you're in the fucking movie Braveheart? Stop it.
I don't know. I think
I'm fine.
That's a little Listen. Seriously, I want to say something serious to you, okay?
Okay.
So throughout this call, we've heard a lot of grievances from you. We've also heard a lot of colorful emotions from you. And then at the end, what we arrived at was a profound sense of sadness. Would you disagree?
Not necessarily, no. Due to the eye and the nostril thing, but go on.
Right, of course. Now, when you call up and you complain about the program, you in particular, Angry Mike, you're calling about how it's making you, you're quote unquote making you feel bad, or quote unquote making you feel frustrated, or not meeting your expectations. But one thing I would like to open your mind to, I'd like you to ask the question: is this may feel bad. This may make me feel angry, frustrated, disappointed in Leslie and the program. But ask yourself this: should the program be making me feel this way? Did I already feel this way? Is the program simply allowing me to take stock of the various shades and hues of Angry Mike? Because when you say the program's not with you and with you 1 second to the next, brother, I just see the program being with you. I see the program working in real time.
Wow. Well, listen, grievance number 11 might be also, I'm adding to, I don't like the homework aspect of this, but I promise you, what you just said, I'm taking it to heart. I'm going to ponder on it for a while, okay? I'm going to think on it for a while like I always do, because inherently I got to think that this thing's going to work out at some point, because I've just put too much in at this point. So I will trust you from now on, Guru. I apologize, okay, for being maybe a little heated, but you know I love you. You know ultimately I love the program. You know I love the Explorers, and you know that I'll call back soon, okay?
Namaste. I know you, Angry Mike. I know you well at this point, so don't you worry. Namaste, and I appreciate you calling and taking the question of tonight's theme so seriously. Real quick though, before you go, we have a couple communal visions though. Stone Monster says, drink more water, Angry Mike. Please don't turn bitch on us. We look up to you.
He's right. Everybody should actually drink more water. I told you, Stone Monster's dropping dimes. And we have one more, we said?
Yeah, from Pepperoncini, every man dies, not every man truly lives. Notorious anti-Semite Braveheart.
Right. I actually have never seen that full movie altogether, and I'll leave you with that.
Yeah, he's got a whole like anti-Jew arc. It doesn't make any sense.
Wow. Go figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hollywood. Am I right?
Also, Ransom. He's like trying to find his son for about hour and 20 minutes, and then he goes on this whole tirade against Jews for about 40 more minutes, and then comes back, meets up Rene Russo in what technically is the fourth act of the film.
Wow. I got to go back and watch that movie Conspiracy Theory now that you're talking about all this, because that's a prime way he could have probably just peppered in some of that anti-Semitic stuff.
To my knowledge, he did. He really, he created that character basically as a vehicle for his just virulent anti-Semitism. Really talking about the Rockefellers, the Bilderbergs, the creation of the elders of Mount Zion and what have you.
Right. It's just, who would have thunk it? You know what I mean? When he did that movie. But that movie, What Women Want, though, was a good time. I don't remember any hatred in that movie. That was just good old-fashioned thinking about if you could think about what a woman wanted. Am I right?
Yeah, well, sometimes, the baby's bathwater gets dirty. Do you throw all of it out? You got a baby in bathwater. You don't throw all of it out. You can have a nice time, but then be like, what was that all about? So
right. I'm not throwing out What Women Wants, and we can throw out the Bravehearts and the anti-Jew stuff. That's fine. That's a fair compromise.
Mm-hmm. Lethal Weapon 1 through 4, also virulently anti-Semitic. Psyduck with a gun. Apologizing is for bitches. Mike basically sitting in his cuck chair right now.
I don't even know what that means. But before I leave, too, I just want to make this point. I hope I'm not crazy, and I've said this for years. Chris Rock is one of the worst actors I've ever seen in my entire life. Even Dogma. I love the fucking movie Dogma. He is absolutely fucking terrible in that movie. I've never seen a movie he's been good in, and if you think otherwise, you need to go back to the 5th grade because you have mental issues.
Well, let's leave it right there. You left us with something to chew on, and I really appreciate that, Angry Mike. Thank you so much.
I dare someone to say otherwise, Leslie. Namaste.
Namaste. 2 words, Ruby Rod. Chris Tucker in Fifth Element, you're telling me that he's a bad actor? You're out of your goddamn mind, Angry Mike. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Jenny.
Jenny, welcome back to the program, Jenny. How you doing tonight, hon?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. We're having a pretty heated night. We are questioning to the extent that questions can be questioned. The program doesn't work is what we're asking ourselves tonight.
Right. Yeah. Who said that?
You know, many people have said that. Many people have said that in the channel. Just somebody came into the Discord server just the other day and called me fat and gay and said that the program sucks.
They did.
Can you believe that?
Did you block them?
No, I invited and I incentivized that sort of thing. I appreciate it.
Well, you blocked me.
I blocked you?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
A couple of years ago.
Oh, that time. Yeah, you're being crazy.
Yeah, as if.
Namaste, Jenny. It's good to have you back. How are you doing tonight, for real?
I'm doing pretty good. The last caller, he had a lot of good points. I just want to touch on that. That was great. I'm dealing with that big mousey problem. I haven't been around because there's mice in my house. But other than that, I don't know. I was just calling to check in.
So you don't necessarily even have a point to make along the lines of the program not working.
I mean, I could. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I could talk about some things, but I wouldn't ever say that the program doesn't work.
You can talk about some things, but would never say the program doesn't work. And that's coming from our former and first inaugural Explorer of the Month just a little bit ago. Real quick, Framweyard Communal Vision. This program is retarded, like it was re-dipped in a vat with sort of a citric acid powder and made tart once again. It lost its tartness and now it is tart again. Wonderful. Thanks so much, Fram. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I feel like he's pushing his weight a little bit too much because he's only like partway through his month, and I had 2 months. I had 2 months.
Jen, how many Dollar Trees have your photograph?
What does that even mean?
Like you walked out with a cart full of stuff at Dollar Tree?
Like I was shoplifting?
Yeah.
Duh. I can afford Dollar Tree when I get paid. I mean, we've talked about that. I don't shoplift. That's illegal.
Right. It's not that hard to shop. Also, a lot of these department stores, they got AI. They're scanning your face. They wait till you breach a felony amount.
Really?
Yeah. They'll get your ass. They wait till you breach like 1,000 and when it's a felony, and then they get your ass.
So you can steal up to 1,000?
Or whatever it is, whatever the felony amount is in your state.
There's like Transformers that you can buy for like 300 buckaroos at Target, and like then just keep them in the package and sell them like an asshole the next year for like 3 times that. Guess what? I'm gonna make a killing. I'm gonna make a killing.
Yeah, listen. Well, I'm very excited to have opened up this, line of a new line of income for you.
What have other people said about how the program doesn't work?
Angry Mike had a bunch of kind of like nonsense to say. Mish, you know how Angry Mike gets. He'll get angry and then he'll be like, oh, I just needed to vent. Actually, I love this and I love the program. You know how Angry Mike goes. And then, not Mish called up, and as charming as she is to many of the people in the chat, she tried leveling all these criticisms against the program, from her very usual place of like sort of being a kind of a very casual bitch about it, sort of just kind of lobbing these like really mean, petty things at the program, wanting to see it fail, and not truly believing in the program, and not letting it into her heart. So, coming at the it's like, how do you take that kind of thing seriously, right?
Do you, could you give me just one example of something that not Mish said? Is it one ear and out the other, Leslie? Jesus.
Wait, you need another thing? You need one of the things that not Mish said?
Yes, yes.
Let me try to remember. Lawwolf, thank you so much for the bits. I can't wait to get into your communal vision. Namaste. We've got a communal vision from Lawwolf. Eating with chopsticks is overrated. Use your hands to eat all Chinese food, including soup. Interesting stuff. Thanks so much, Lawwolf. Really beautiful thought. Thank you. Genuinely appreciate that. Thank you for the bits as well. Very generous of you. Not Mish says all she did was ask questions. That's all she did. It was just ask questions.
Wow. Very political. Very political move.
That's all she did was ask questions.
Right.
That's all I did is ask questions. You were coming at you came at me like a rabid coyote, frothing at the mouth, trying to play coy, trying to play possum with me. You tried playing your little games with me, and I'm not going to tolerate that. Okay? I'm not going to tolerate that.
Leslie, I have my hand up. Do you ever cry after the show?
Frequently. Dry though. I don't have tears.
Leslie.
It's like a dry cackle.
Okay.
Sounds like a bark, to be honest, because I don't shed tears. I haven't done that since maybe I was 3 or 4 years old.
What, cried?
Yeah, I haven't cried. I
don't believe that for a
not in
second.
any traditional sense. I've barked like a dog since then.
So you bark?
Yes.
Okay. I bet you cry like a baby.
That's just not accurate. That's completely inaccurate, and I don't appreciate you kind of spreading that kind of stuff around.
Leslie, hand up again. Question from the class.
Okay.
Do you wear the white underwear that little boys wear? Or do you wear grown man underpants?
What constitutes grown man underpants? Stone Monster 400, the communal vision. Whimpering of a guru. Sounds like a book. Kind of does, right? It's got a nice little thing to it. I appreciate that.
I would like to draw the cover of it with your head hanging down as you're sitting on the toilet. But with proud posters behind you.
Yeah, listen, I'd love to see. I love seeing that kind of stuff. I absolutely love seeing that kind of artwork. You can draw. You're an artist.
Duh.
I know what you do for a living, but I don't know if you can draw cute little things or interesting little people.
I do portraits.
Portraits.
Remember when I was building you and Niche the Legos last year, and then I shit the bed on it? I was going to send you the succulents.
I remember you mentioning that. Yes, Duncan did it with the communal vision. Does anyone like Cheetos? Yeah. Because if you use chopsticks, you won't get that orange dust on your fingers. Just a pro tip: those are called tighty whities, Jen.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. Tighty whitey. Come on, Big L.
No. Talk to me, Jenny, about what exactly constitutes, grown men underwear. What is this to you?
Not that. It would be anything with like a leg on it. You can't just be walking around like that. And my ex, he wore them in the beginning, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said, who does this? Is there do other men agree with this? Is that a thing?
Agree with what exactly?
Like, do men wear, as they're called, tighty whities, or anything shaped like a Batman pair of underwear, or like Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whatever. Like, do they? Do you? Do people do this as men?
Yeah, mine's can we get a Seabass wellness check from Pepper?
I bet I know what you wear. You probably wear the ones that are like the boxers that are like tight to your leg.
Do you remember the Centurions? I have a set of I have a pair like that. 47th POTUS, namaste to you, and welcome to the Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. Right now, we are hearing from challengers. The program doesn't work. We're hearing from people who just feel like this whole thing is a bunch of bullshit. Nobody Radio Underhill. Caller, what about men who wear women's panties?
Most of them are in jail. Is that true?
Most men who prefer women's panties are in jail?
Yes, I did assume so.
I don't have the stats on that, but if I have nothing to argue against it right now. I'd like to look at some real quick. Mother Nipplebottom with a communal vision. Also, Mother Nipplebottom, did you know that tightly whities also come in black? Then the stains don't show. So,
oh God, that's the damn truth.
Now listen, let's. The only themed underwear I have some tidy whities that are from my trip. I did a talk at an NRA convention, and on the way out, there's a series of kind of just grab bag merch stuff that you can just grab on your way out, get a little care package. I wasn't the keynote speaker that year, but I was a pretty prominent speaker, and they did give me a little care package with some tidy whities with some cool guns and NRA stuff on it.
Wow, that's aggressive.
Yeah, it had a bunch of very bigoted slurs all over it, and guns, and
that's kind of chill.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them right now.
Want to hear something gross?
Please.
Sebastian doesn't wear underwear.
I can't blame him for that.
Why? Okay, look, I know this is getting off topic or whatever, but like, I feel very strongly about people wearing underwear. And by the way, I hate the word panties. So anybody that says panties is a fucking pervert.
Interesting. Let's do a poll. Fran Weard, well, we've got some communal visions coming in while I get a poll going for panties.
Panties. Ugh. Can you ask Misha if she likes it?
Jockey briefs are fine, but boxer briefs are where it's at. You gotta let the fellas breathe.
Whoop whoop. I agree with that.
The poll is up over on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, come on over to Twitch and get in this poll real quick and go back to YouTube. Just open up a new tab. Come over here and vote in the poll. Is it panties? Yes, no. Yes, no. Now,
Panties sound
okay,
like
let's
I'm
go through
5
these.
and somebody's chasing me.
Does Seb have a big old hog or what?
He says that he does. I've had to pick him up out of the bath before, but I just saw his testicles from the back, and I closed my eyes. Yeah. That was a good question.
So probably not.
He says that he does.
Yeah, but have you ever seen? You've
but-
never seen his erect penis.
Certainly not, sir.
Duncan did it.
Does it get erect?
Sebastian sit on the couch without underwear or pants?
No, but he smelled. He smelled the last time he was here, the last tryst, when he was just here, like, saying that he was taking care of me, you know, like, what is that called when somebody pretends like they're taking care of you, but they're making you sicker? Munchausen's?
Yeah, Munchausen's. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, that's when you
And-
start. That's when you like identify with
you
your
make
captor.
somebody sick. Yeah. Yeah, no, the other one. He
Right?
made
Isn't
everything
Munchausen's that what I
smell.
said?
You did a good job.
I think. Yeah, Munchausen, because Munchausen's by proxy means. Isn't that it? Isn't that true?
Yes, I think. But what's the other one when? It's not Munchausen. That's when you fall in love with your
Stockholm
captor,
syndrome
or
is when
not
you
fall
do
in
that.
love, but
Wait,
like,
what's Stockholm's and what's Munchausen's?
Stockholm?
What is
Stockholm's
what
I
is the
think-
two? Munchausen's by proxy says pepperoncini, but Pep, what is?
It would be. He's a
Stockholm
perv.
is for the kidnapper. Okay, so yeah. So Stockholm was the thing that I thought Munchausen's was. You were right. Couple
I
seconds
was?
left on the panties poll, guys. Is it panties? Yes or no? Let your voice be heard in that poll. About 30 seconds left. It's looking heated right now. Not that
Yeah.
far, but yes, pulling out. A couple seconds left. We'll see.
Panties is gross.
We'll see.
It's a
We'll see what the
terrible
community
word.
says.
Ugh.
And
I hate it.
the results are 3, 2, 1. It's called panties. You're wrong.
What?
You've been terminated. Namaste. Guys, it's that time. I'm gonna take caller. You want to sit tight while I take a piss real fast?
No.
All right, well, so we know who that is. I'm going to go take a little urination break, guys. I need to go relieve my pee-pee, and in the meantime, guys, allow this little moment to hit a reset button in your mind's eye. Really make clear your intentions for the second half of our evening as we continue to commune sort of in spite of so many universal factors working against us, working to kill us, working to destroy that which we have here. And yet I am so brave for allowing those things to thrive, allowing those things to confront me here live on the program as we explore. The program doesn't work? So we got a second half of the program coming up. Pepperoncini. Who did? Oh, shoot. This is from YouTube. Gas station food is a hit or miss. Stick to nachos. Gas station food is a hit or miss. Stick to nachos, says Wolf Bane. Thank you so much for that super chat. And also, I really appreciate you sharing such a beautiful thought with us. Beautiful thought with us. I mean, I enjoy, I got to say, I enjoy a good gas station hot dog, though. I got to be honest with you. So, guys, I got to pee, though. But allow this moment, again, hit a little pause, take a little moment's break to commune amongst yourselves. But also stick around for a couple of details about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. I put a whole host of new little sample videos up, so let's see which one gets picked. Some stuff that I guarantee many of you have not seen yet. But namaste to you guys. We'll be right back in just a moment after I urinate. Namaste.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, listen, I know your time is precious, let me cut to the chase. But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Today we have a very special guest, Edgar. Edgar, why don't you go ahead and say a little something about yourself?
Hi, My name's Edgar. I used to be a meth addict, and now
Used to be.
Yeah, yep. And now I'm high on life.
Edgar, be honest.
Okay, I'm high.
Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints, such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, my explorers. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It's me, Leslie, here for the second half of tonight's program, exploring the program doesn't work. That's right. We are inviting all of you jackals, all of you hillbillies, all of you dummies, all of you rapscallions, all you rascals, all you damn people that have been trying to tear down this program, convinced that the program doesn't work. Explore real estate agent, the J-Rod Todd, subbing for the 5th month in a row. Quick Trip Roller Dogs are divine. Namaste in prayer hands. Quick Trip Roller Dogs simply cannot be beat. Maybe I would say tied with 7-Eleven. Tied with 7-Eleven, because at 7-Eleven you can get the quarter pound, those fat little guys. And those fat little guys got some juice in them. Dial that up with some mustard and what have yous, all the little what have yous at the 7-Eleven. Namaste. But Quick Trip also, nothing to sneeze at at all. Namaste. Now, now listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. What you see on the screen right now is by far and away the most effective personal power program in the country. You've seen a lot of people in my position promising, similar sounding things. To somebody who's uninitiated, they might say, oh, here's another one of these guys, right? Promising this, that, and the other, the fulfillment of my ultimate dreams and yada, yada, yada. Make money, lose weight, yada, yada, yada. Bullshit. What I am offering you, real quick, we got a Larry Pickle Jar super chat, very beautiful. He just can't stay away. He just cannot stay away. Explorer, father of 3. Hey, Guru, Fram got me good earlier. I was owned, says Larry Pickle Jar. Larry Pickle Jar admitting defeat live on air on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Getting got multiple times from Fram Weird. Fram Weird literally just kind of playing you like a fiddle, Larry Pickle. Namaste. Now, as I was saying, guys, this is the most effective personal power program in the country. And what I'm offering you is not snake oil, it's not a quick fix, and it's not bullshit. What the magic that you've seen on screen here in the call-in show is truly that, magical. to watch the program affect so many different kinds of lives. It is profoundly and deeply in a relatively short amount of time means that something's working. Now, some of you, maybe some of the people in this chat right now, both on Twitch and on YouTube.com, you might be saying to yourself, I'm simply not getting enough explorations of my life. You know, I diligently watch the call-in show. I diligently interact on the Discord. I follow the Twitter, the Instagram, the et ceteras. But I'm just not getting enough. I'm ready to take my life to the next level. I'm ready for the program. Well, I've got some great news for you. We just heard a couple details about the community of devoted light, my community of devoted light at patreon.com, where I host my growing library of exclusive materials. Larry Pickle Jar, I have nothing left. The tariffs got me. Goodbye. From Larry Pickle Jar, I have nothing left. The tariffs got me. Goodbye. Not looking good for old Larry, huh? Not looking good for old Larry, huh? Wow, womp womp. Night night Larry, huh? Fidgety says Larifs. That's funny. They should be called the Larifs. That's so funny. Thank you so much, Fidgety Fools Around. Namaste to you. Wow. That really took me for a trip, and I really appreciate that, genuinely. Now, guys, if you're ready to join my community of devoted light and the thousands of others taking advantage of the secret Discord channel, the videos, the podcast, the monthly postcard, the music downloads, the benefits are endless at the community of devoted light on patreon.com. Type !final journey to begin your final journey and enter my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Namaste. For just a couple dollars a month. Now, we have somebody who's been waiting on hold for 16 minutes now. But he's going to wait just a little bit longer because we have a communal vision coming in from Stone Monster. Larry is managing a new age addiction. A new age addiction, huh? Interesting. Always with the profound stuff, Mother Nipplebottom. Always with the profound next level statements from you. Oh, that was a gifted tier to Sleepo Monster. Gifted tier 1 to Sleepo Monster. Okay, namaste. So listen, we've got thank you so much for that gifted sub, Stone Monster. Extremely generous of you. I genuinely, extremely appreciate your generosity tonight. Namaste to you. Now, let's take it back to the phone, guys. We've had someone on hold for 17 minutes, and if you know anything about this caller, he is not going to be pleased about it. Let's get him on the line. Caller, welcome back to Explorations. I really appreciate your patience.
Leslie, it's Toaster. It's Toaster. Leslie, it's Toaster. Hello, can
Toaster,
you hear me?
I know who it is. I know it is. Thank you for your patience tonight, Toasty.
Why did you put me on hold for so long?
Well, it was the break. I had to take, the pee.
Yeah, but I was watching you. I was watching you talk after you came back from the break, and I was on hold the whole time, and I was wondering if you...
You've been terminated. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
Leslie, it's Toaster.
By the way, that was Pepperoncini.
You hung up on me.
Yeah, you were terminated by Pepperoncini. Welcome, straight gay dude.
Are we not best friends? Are we not best friends? I need to know this. I need to know right now, Leslie. I need a real answer.
Yes.
Yes, we are not best friends? Or
we
yes,
are best friends. You and I are best friends.
You and I are best friends. Then why are you still terminating me? Why are you still letting them terminate me? Why are you still putting me on hold? What's going on?
Listen,
It's the same story after all these years, Leslie. What's going on?
Toaster, this is the program. Toaster, this is listen. This is the program. Straight gay dudes, is this live? Is this life?
What?
This is life. Straight gay dudes, this is life.
What?
Anyway, Toaster, listen to me. I'm not going to let you I'm not going to let you off the hook on this one, okay, Toaster? We've all noticed this kind of you're in a kind of a mask phase right now, aren't you?
A mask phase? Like 1 + 1 = 2 type shit? Or what are you talking about?
No. Mask. M-A-S-C.
M-A-S-C. Mask. Like short for masculine.
Yes. You're in a mask arc right now, and it's very. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
But there's a certain tension to it. You've been very angry with a lot of people. I've seen your stream where you're talking about having enemies of your stream.
I have enemies, yes. So everyone has enemies. So
You do. Everybody has enemies, and I'm proud of you for this. Like I said, I'm proud of you. I like this.
Okay.
I love this development. But between you and me, something else is going on, and it's not the terminations.
Yeah, maybe it's the going live on Wednesday type shit. And that's my day. Wednesday's my day.
Yeah, sometimes I need to reschedule.
Maybe you could reschedule on a day that's not on Wednesday.
Well, I mean, you stream like every day.
Yes, so. Maybe you could just go live Wednesday morning instead of Wednesday night.
That's not even serious. Stop saying whatever type shit. It's played out.
I don't know. That's how I feel. I'm going to talk how I feel. Is that a problem? And maybe I would make some sacrifices for you if you bothered making a single sacrifice for me. But if you're not going to do anything, then I'll say type shit all I want.
I love this. I love this. Have you been wearing more like denim and stuff lately too?
Maybe.
I love that. I'm imagining you in
maybe.
like blue jeans and a denim jacket and like. You don't smoke cigarettes, right?
Look, I've been eating a lot of pizza lately.
So eating pizza. That's yeah.
I don't know. I'm just really agitated these days.
I love
You're
it.
not helping. You're not helping. No, it's not good.
No, I'm not here to help it. I'm not here to help it. I'm here to turn up the fire. Toaster. This is giving you an energy and a sense of self that we have not seen. This is tremendous. What you've done lately is an absolute breakthrough. Quick communal vision from Nobody Radio Underhill. Dr. Crispy Kissinger is gay, and they wear panties, and they are banned from YouTube.
I just feel like crying.
Why do you feel like crying, Toaster? Talk to me.
No, never mind. I don't. Not anymore.
Well, listen, tonight, this is basically, it's teed up for you tonight, Toaster. The program doesn't work, is the theme. We're asking the question, the program doesn't work? So, Toaster, you've got a lot to say about a lot of things lately. So when I ask you the question, the program doesn't work, what comes to your mind? Do you think that this program works, or do you think it fails you?
I think about that every day.
Friend, we are Communal Vision. I did sacrifice for you. I filled out that Wooku mod app. There's so many Communal Visions coming in so fast. And dishonored my crew for you.
Who said that?
Fram Weard.
Fram Weard, we're going to talk.
Okay. Well, anyway, Lil Bombucha coming in with a Communal Vision as well. Thanks so much. Lil Bombucha, good to see you in chat, by the way. Good to see you in chat. Thanks for joining us, hon. Hey, Toaster, do you remember when you gave Leslie your $10,000 life savings?
You know what? I was just about to bring that up when you asked me about the program failing. Because I was just thinking about how much money I poured into this little program and how much time I spent watching this little program and how much effort I put into learning about this little program. And I have a little update for you, Leslie. I don't feel like it's working. I don't feel like it's working on Toaster here. I don't feel much better. If that was the goal, it's not working, Leslie.
Well, listen, I want to take you back to the beginning, Toaster. I want to take you back to the beginning. Do you remember one of your first calls here, the conundrum that we were helping you through when you first called in to Explorations?
Talking to people.
Talking to people at work, right?
Was that it? Did I guess right?
Talking to women at work, specifically.
Yep. Trying to hit on the ladies at work. Yep.
Right. So, a quick communal vision from Peppercorn Patty. Is it true you're getting rid of the Indian TTS lady because you hate Indian people and women? Is that true?
That's partly true. That's partly true.
What part?
I'll give you that. Well, sorry. I don't like it when the communal visions distract from what we're talking about.
All of a sudden, you're responding to communal visions. Have you noticed that? Did you change your policy?
I'm trying for your sake, because I know the communal visions mean a lot to you and everything. So I'm saying like, okay, let's put an effort.
Mother Nipplebottom with a communal vision. Is a gift
a
gift if you expect to receive something for it? Classic question. Mother Nipplebottom, classic question.
That's a classic question. I'd love to talk about that. But we're in the middle of a conversation, so let's forget about these communal visions for now and talk about what you were asking me about.
So listen, let's start at the beginning, right?
Let's start at the beginning.
We tried to help you through trying to talk to women at work, some women that you liked, you had a crush on at work.
Yeah.
Didn't work, right?
Her.
Did not work at all.
It didn't really work.
No. And then, what kind of relationships did you get into for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years after that?
Oh yeah, the pillow, the acorn.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
Hypercryptomatic with a communal vision. When the heck did the caller have a job? What's up with that noise?
Keep up, John.
All right. Wolfbane8 super chatting $2. Wolfbane8 over at youtube.com. Explorer, Fortune 500 consultant. Where in the world is Ronald McGoddamn Donald?
I love YouTube. I love YouTube.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, Wolf. Coming in hot. Thank you so much, Wolfbane. Blessings and namaste to you. Very generous of you for the super chat. I bless and honor you for that. I do. Namaste. Now, let's continue. So we had some sexual and romantic relationships with inanimate objects.
Yeah.
And then just in these past couple months, you discover a seemingly endless well of anger, finding your enemies, asserting yourself. And yes, does this come with a degree of agitation? But Brother Toaster, existence, true being, comes with a sense of agitation. And $10,000 looking back at that is a small price to pay for what you have gained here through the program. People go their whole lives without feeling what you share with us. Larry Picklejar over at youtube.com. Toaster, can I move in with you? My family left. That's from Larry Picklejar.
Larry Picklejar, I'll create a Google Forms for you to fill out a roommate application if you're serious about that. And if you're my kind of roommate, hell yeah, buddy, we can let's rock it.
So hopefully Larry Picklejar heard that. I don't know what kind of speakers he's had to demote to amidst these tariffs. Hopefully, not nothing too shabby, and he can hear Toaster very clearly saying he's excited to be roommates with you, excited to shack up. Now, your growth has been tremendous, and the
really
agitation is the point. It's not just a negative side effect; it literally is the point.
How long is it going to last, though? Because I feel like it's taking years off my life, all this constant stress and anger.
It's gonna come and go, as all feelings go. All feelings come and go. All states of mind come and go. This is no different. Nindy knew. I think it's unfair that Toaster answers the YouTube chats and not communal visions. Can he be reprimanded?
We'll talk about that later.
If you were in Nindy New's position and you were making up a complaint about what you're doing right now, what kind of punishment would you give that person?
Look, if I was in Nindy New's position, I would take a shit. I would just take a shit right now. Okay? Let's talk about what we're going to talk about. I want to talk to Leslie. I don't want to talk to Nindy New. Nindy New's shitting. Nindy New's too busy shitting, so stop talking to Nindy New. Talk to me.
Larry Picklejar with another super chat over at youtube.com. Simply cannot get enough of the interaction. Thanks. I'm sorry for being so rude on your stream.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Leslie, I have a question.
Yes.
How do I destroy my enemies?
Well, there's so many ways. What I would say, I would, if I was going to counsel you with destroying your enemies, which, brother, listen, if I could go back to the Toaster who found this program a couple years ago and tell them in a couple years' time, thanks to this effective personal power program, you are going to be filled with a libidinal lust that you can't even imagine right now. Keep going, brother. Keep going. Because the question you just asked shows proof is in the pudding, all right? The program goddamn works. Now, you want to destroy your enemies? I get chills thinking about, being given the chance to counsel you through this. So my response to this, though, would be, let's destroy them in a way that your talents and abilities are most suited for, right? What is in your wheelhouse? What can you do and do every day, and you don't even really tire from it because it gives you a sort of sick pleasure to do it?
Oh, World of Warcraft.
Okay, there's a start. Mother
Okay.
Nipplebottom, that is the program working. 2 apologies in one night. Namaste. Mother Nipplebottom, namaste to you. Blessings, and thank you so much for sort of, really adding a nice garland, a nice sparkly garland around the breakthroughs and the points and the progress being made tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you. Namaste. Big man over at YouTube, good to see you. Good to see you. Now,
Ayo, YouTube chat popping off. Ayo,
YouTube chat. Yeah, YouTube chatters are going absolutely bananas over there. I love the babyface turn from LPJ. Wow, this is better than wrestling, says Stone Monster 400. It's like Donald Trump gave him a spanking, and now he's being he gave him a sense of humanity, huh?
Well, Leslie, I got the message. You're just saying keep playing World of Warcraft.
No, we're not done yet. Keep playing World of Warcraft, and also if I was going to chime in with yet another of your talents and skills, something truly formidable, something truly stand out about you, is we've discussed it before. Your kind of
spellcasting.
Sure, add that to the list, but that's not what I was going to say. World of Warcraft, spellcasting, and the lust that you experience when you get to waste other people's time. There is nothing. I have yet to see a streamer replicate what you are able to accomplish on your stream. your ability to like go nowhere, accomplish nothing for seemingly unending amounts of time. Larry Picklejar, addicted to porn, not a good person. Everything has been put in perspective now. Sorry, says Larry Picklejar.
Oh.
So truly an amazing talent that you have over there. So I would say World of Warcraft, spellcasting, and your ability to waste your and people around you's time. I think this is going to be your trinity. This is how you're going to be. This is how you're most effectively going to destroy your enemies.
These three things is how I destroy my enemies.
Yes, sir. We got to figure out some way to combine them.
Because look, I got this list. It's growing.
Travcam, Explorer Surrogacy Advocate, saying doo-doo. Super chat saying doo-doo from Travcam. Namaste.
Ayo, YouTube chat popping off. Hey. YouTube type shit, YouTube type shit. Let's go.
Mindfulness has been a scourge upon the minds and spirits of Western culture. You couldn't have designed a better contagion in 1,000 Wuhan labs, a better torture device in 1,000 KGB black sites.
That's absolutely true. We can get into that some one of these days. But listen to me, okay? Listen, and then real quick, we've got another testimonial from Trav Cam at Twitch, over on Twitch this time. Just saying PP. He said poo-poo on YouTube, and now he's saying PP on Twitch. Thanks so much, Trav Cam. Blessings.
Okay, Trav Cam. I see you. Okay.
All right, so listen, we're going to have to wrap this up. Toaster, really beautiful stuff. That's what I think you should do. And listen, keep going. I genuinely love this more masculine era for you. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, Leslie, one last question.
Sure.
But are you about to take a shower?
No. I'm doing explorations.
Are you taking a shower after?
I mean, at some point, yeah, I suppose.
Like, how soon after explorations are you going to take a shower?
Probably before I go to bed, within a couple hours.
Okay, like, and do you know, like, what time? You in CST?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what time are you taking a shower? Do you know, do you like a ballpark or exact as possible?
Oh, and we have a Jazz Express. I would have to say 1 a.m. though. Jazz Express, guys.
I'm gonna head out.
What are you gonna do?
I'm leaving now.
Okay, bye. Namaste.
Okay. Good luck.
Say it. No. Say namaste.
Bye.
Say it. Say namaste. Say it. Say it. Please.
Don't you have to do the jazz thing?
Yeah, I'll get to it once you say namaste. I can't do shit until you say namaste and we can end the call.
I didn't think you would.
Yeah, we're bleeding pretty heavily into the Jazz Express right now. If you could go ahead and just say it.
I know this is bad.
Yeah, this looks like shit. It feels like shit. Say the word namaste.
You gotta do the jazz, Leslie. You have to do the jazz.
Listen, I can do that all night. I'll get to it once we finish this up. Say it.
I'm not ready to say it.
What do you mean not ready?
I didn't know we were gonna do this.
Duncan did it. Super chatting. Blessings and namaste to Duncan did it. I gotta rework that. Choo choo. Do trains run on time from YouTube? No, they actually just kind of fuck everything up. And that's something I gotta get with the team and rework. So namaste. So listen. Okay, he just hung up. Namaste. Lil Bambucha, just want Toaster to know that wasting time with him is my favorite way to spend my time. Thank you. Oh, that's so cute. That's so goddamn cute. Namaste, Lil Bambucha. Thank you so much for sharing that vulnerability, that really beautiful sentiment, that really gorgeous little feeling. Namaste to you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, the two of you got something special about just completely going nowhere, accomplishing nothing on screen. Your chemistry to go nowhere is something to behold over at whatsupcatsup.com. Yes, and here we are, Deej the Squeege coming in with an official follow from Deej the Squeege. Everybody, welcome Deej the Squeege to the community of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you, Deej the Squeege. Beautiful, and thanks to everybody who threw a couple bits on that one. Namaste to you. Just a nice little dessert at the end of the night as well as the beginning, like I said. All right, guys, the line is open, 708-240-8953. Of course, Deej, namaste to you. I truly am, truly namaste. Not Mish with a single bit. Thanks so much, Not Mish. Very generous of you. I love the single bits. 708-240-8953. And I hit the wrong. Let's get that button again. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I could call you tonight?
Hey, what's happening there, Leslie? You can call me Dipshit.
Well, Dipshit, welcome back to the program. How are you feeling this evening?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm very intrigued by the premise you have going on here, as far as the program doesn't work.
Right, Dipshit. That's right.
There.
So tonight, listen, I'll tell you what we're dealing with. I'm inviting the jackals, the naysayers, the rapists, everybody that wants to destroy this program. I'm inviting them out of the bushes. Make your level your grievance. Talk to me. What's going on? Why doesn't the program work? Why is this a bunch of BS poppycock? Talk to me. So listen, that's the premise. Let me ask you, does the program work or not work for you, Dipshit?
Let me tell you. Since I started the program, I've won plus 35 pounds in about 2 weeks, which is crazy for me.
Sure. Yeah.
Crazy for me. The liquid diet, just the kind of the disconnection from more tactile things in the universe.
Larry Picklejar, sorry to everyone I termed it made me feel powerful, from Larry Picklejar over at youtube.com.
Yeah, those guys, going for it. The thing I think about when I think about the program, it's just how much it let me disconnect from the lack of feelings I was already having, and even having more lack of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, 100%. That's definitely part of the program.
Yeah. I'm a simple guy. So when I'm out there, I'm thinking like, yeah, things bother me or whatever, but I can disconnect from that. I almost like use myself as like a 3D, or not 3D, a third party kind of like narrative device for myself, you know? I'm just a unit out there making myself be, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
See, so it sounds like to me, you know, I asked you the question whether this program works for you or not. And dipshit, well, let me ask you again, because I have an answer to that question already, but does the program work?
I think it's allowing me to live the life that was always meant for me and maybe not what I expected. In a way, I have to say, it works.
There it is.
Excuse my language, it's working.
There it is. There it is. Even if you...
It's shining stars.
You got someone like Brother Dipshit reaching down into the depths to really take a look at this question, take it seriously. Does the program not work?
Doesn't work.
But it works. It works all too well. It works extremely really well. As Brother Dipshit joins the chorus.
I'm sorry to cut you off there,
Well,
sir.
we've got a communal vision I wanted to share with you. Framwayard, Orc just said it sounds like Larry wants somebody to step on his balls.
Oh, man. Wouldn't that be nice for all of us? If, you know, like I follow the community and the program and so forth. You know, that's been on my kind of, not my vision board because, you know, that's not part of what we do here. But, you know, just like this kind of been what I've been thinking about. It's like, someone, please, show me the respect that I want.
Wow.
Step on these balls.
Step on your balls. Are you into ball stepping stuff?
Sometimes, you know, stop ball stepping, or maybe they just stand over me and yell at me for a little while, you know? Maybe they don't physically touch me at all, but they just kind of stand on top of me while I'm laying down on my back.
Sure.
And they just kind of like yell at me for a while.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I see exactly what you're going. So listen, it sounds to me like, you know, you've essentially joined the chorus of people saying that this program works, speaking to its efficacy once again. Just another voice in the chorus, and I'm happy to have you, Dipshit. You've made tremendous progress here. I'm very proud of you, and I know I'm not just speaking for myself. I feel like I'm speaking for a large part of this community. Some people don't like you. I will say that. There are several people in the chat who don't like your vibe, they don't like your voice, and they kind of hate every single time you call.
No, I'm glad that that's out there, you know?
Yeah, they don't. They hate it big
understand that I'm part of it. And I think that's part of the community building, or, you know, part of the program kind of like filling me up is like knowing that there's people that are also participating in the program that really just hate me, and they hate to see that, you know, I'm positively accepted sometimes in the program, you know?
Right.
That's huge for me. That's huge for me.
Well, listen, this really speaks to a natural resilience that you have, Dipshit, that I once again, I admire.
And this resilience was built by you, Leslie. Let me tell you, right up front. The idea that, like, I think about the bad things, about the things I do, and actually they're maybe good things, and then I hear the calls from the people that are also, like, you usually think are bad, but then we treat them like they're good. It makes me feel good about my bad things.
Mr. Dangus, Explorer, also addicted to porn and not a good person, resubbing for the 28th month. The 28th month with Mr. Dangus. Mr. Dangus, namaste to you. Mr. Dangus, namaste to you. Creative Steve 69, good to see you in chat, brother. Creative Steve 69. Shout out Creative Steve 69. Shout out Creative Steve
69. Yeah, that's beautiful.
69.
These are kind of the people I want to arrive at my funeral one day and say a kind or terrible word about me. To each their own.
Well, listen, Mr. Dipshit, I feel like, you know, I really believe you that you took stock.
Mr. Dipshit was my dad's name, okay?
Okay, all right, you're right.
Dipshit.
Brother Dipshit,
You
how
can just
about?
call me Dipshit. Yeah, that's fine. That works for me.
Brother Dipshit, listen, I know I've said a lot of positive stuff to you about your journey here, but I genuinely do mean it, and I genuinely thank you, you know, taking this tonight's theme seriously. The program doesn't work. You took it seriously. You really asked yourself questions and really took stock. And I think what you found was that it only affirmed in your heart, in your mind, in your body that this program, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, is really living up to that for you in your personal life.
Yeah.
So listen, I just want to thank you for sharing your journey with us tonight.
I want to thank you, Leslie, and I got to tell you, usually it's not a physical component with the program, but I went from an 8-pack to an 11-pack. So thank you very much for your guidance in being disciplined and strong.
Brother Dipshit. It's truly been a pleasure of my lifetime to be
The 11th
exactly
one is
that
a weird
with you.
place. It's kind of off to the right.
I'll bet it is. I'm gonna go to sleep imagining it tonight.
Take your pick. Doctors can't figure it out. Okay, well, anyway.
Well, don't get me started on doctors now. Namaste, Brother Dipshit.
Namaste, Leslie. You have yourself a great night. And hey, the program, it damn works.
It
Okay?
damn works, he says. It damn works. Namaste.
That's right. Bye.
I love that. Love speaking to him. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight? Caller, you there? Just hanging up. Just hanging up. Just wanted to say hi. Have that. The feeling of just presence over the phone can be enough to save sometimes. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Yo, man, I'm Big Man, man.
Big Man. Big Man over from YouTube. How you doing tonight, Big Man?
Man, how you doing, man? I've been gifted to talk to you tonight, man. It's an honor.
Ah, Brother Big Man, it's wonderful to have you on the street. This is your first time getting through the fray and getting on the line, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
Oh my God. Well, listen, Big Man, namaste and welcome in a brand new way to the program. Guys, can we make some noise for Big Man at you? Also, I love when somebody at YouTube gets on the horn too, you know? I understand that it can be nervous and it can make you hesitant to call in sometimes, but your bravery is something to note tonight. Already you're walking out of here with the W.
Man, there are no rules in this world, man. We're free to do what we please, man. You know what I'm saying?
Truly.
Just like you on here, you're free to do whatever you need to do to help these people.
Exactly. And in order to help these people, I often am in a position, real quick communal vision from Fram Weard. I'm a big ass man, says Fram Weard. Fram Weard is big into asses. He loves asses. He's an ass guy.
Ass?
Ass, like
a thigh guy.
Like butt
like
cheeks.
thighs. Ass ain't bad. Ass ain't bad.
You're a thigh guy?
I like thighs, man. Thighs ain't bad.
I can't blame you there. I don't know if I'm exclusively a thigh guy, but I'm certainly a thigh guy. I'm certainly among the ranks.
Man, I'm a whole body guy. You know what I'm saying? They're all beautiful.
Wait, all the parts are beautiful, or like all bodies are beautiful?
You can't just single out one piece.
Right. I mean, I can be attracted to any piece. No rules, no problem.
You know, those people are kind of weird.
Duncan did it's a knee guy.
Knee?
Duncan did it is a knee guy. Are you a knee guy? Have you felt yourself sexually attracted to a knee?
I can't say I have. Maybe the backside of the knee armpit. That ain't bad.
That's a nice spot. I think knee is a. I think one of the things that, if I'm being honest with myself, one of the things that attracts me to a certain part of a body is his relative vulnerability, physical vulnerability, and frailty. And it is super easy to just like kick someone in the knees and kind of just dislocate their whole shit and fuck up their kneecap and whatnot. That's not difficult to do, and it's kind of it also makes it
humans are super
sexy.
fucking fragile, man.
What was that?
Humans are super fragile, man. They can break apart so easily, man.
I know, right?
I've seen some shit, man.
It's sexy.
Crazy.
It's just sexy knowing that, like, how vulnerable and fragile and and you know, temporal. We are. It just gives me I get like a turgid.
Makes you appreciate it more. To me, it makes
turgid
me
member just
appreciate
thinking
it even
about it.
more.
Real quick, Borealis Black, ass ain't bad, big man. Namaste. So you were just quoted, big man, as saying ass ain't bad.
Yeah, namaste, man. Ass ain't bad.
Ass ain't bad.
Quote unquote.
Ass ain't bad. Namaste
Hey,
for the
we're
sub,
here to
Borealis.
talk about why the program doesn't work. And
please.
I do have something to say. Maybe time. Not everyone has the time on their hands to dedicate themselves to the program, to commit to something so wonderful. And you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in this life to make it. But I'm definitely on it with the program, and I'd say it does work. But time could be the reason. You know, not everyone has the time.
Licking knee pits is underrated, says Stone Monster 400.
Bullshit.
Is underrated.
Oh yeah, all the way. Never mind, my bad. I heard that wrong.
I was gonna say you kind of said the opposite just a minute ago.
My bad. I take that back. I apologize. You know, sometimes you got to reel it back. Sometimes you don't say what you mean. You got to take a step back for a second.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get you, brother, big man. Now listen, when it comes to well, actually, real quick, we got a communal vision from Fram We Are. Fram We Are being very generous tonight and very verbose. I love this. You ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I want to say on that. Yeah? I think we've all seen a person naked. You know, I got those memories of a kid. Yeah.
Interesting. Now let's go ahead and dive into what you said. You said the program doesn't work, and you said maybe the problem is time and people's commitment of time.
Right.
Now. Can you give me an example, or even just something that you'd imagine where like the program's sitting there, they're trying their best to work it. What would that look? Because like I know people who put in just 5 minutes a day and are able to transform their lives in just 5 minutes a day.
Some people have that cognitive ability, but some people need more time.
How many grown men have you
broken they
seen?
are on the inside.
How many grown men have you seen naked at once? That's from Trav Camp.
Oh, I couldn't even keep count.
All at one
Yeah,
time,
buddy.
like in one group. What was the biggest group?
Let's go with probably say 7.
Seven. A group of 7 naked guys.
Probably like 2 groups of 7.
2 groups of 7 at the same time.
Not at the same time, probably at different intervals throughout the day.
Yeah.
Probably like at noon and then like at probably like 4 o'clock in the morning.
You know, I was gonna say maybe in the locker room, I seen like 2 or 3 in high school. But in high school, you weren't like no. In high school, the number would be bigger, but those aren't grown men.
Yeah, but that ain't like. Yeah, I mean I go to the gym and all that, but it ain't like a big deal or anything. I mean, who gives a shit? You ain't supposed to be looking at nothing as long as you're like respectful.
I look, but it's understood. People respect
there's nothing
when I
wrong with
look.
that either. I'm not. I don't judge.
People
you
respect
make
when
the
I look,
choices
though.
that you got to make, and I'm not going to judge them at all. I just judge my own choices. I'm the
I
only person who can judge me.
I love the confidence of just like there's like one old guy in my locker room, and I see he seems like a sort of like an archetypal figure, archetypical figure or something like a.
But it's never wrong to like look at other guys to like get a feel for what you could be. Like if you see a jack guy in the gym and you want to be that, it gives you a ladder to climb. You know, you see that body and it's like, okay, it's possible. I can do that.
Jen just brought up a point that I was literally about to make. You know, there's in my locker room, there's an old guy who feels like eternal. He feels like a ghost constantly haunting the locker room, and he's just he walks around completely naked. I see him like every single time I'm there, and he's always walking around very casually naked. And
in
he's
the
got
gym,
that
like while he's lifting, like dick flopping out, like right in the middle of the gym.
no in the locker room, But he's like,
Oh well, I mean, you know, what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. That's kind of the rule I've always seen. You know.
yeah, but I mean,
You gotta be
yes,
strong enough
you're
to fight
right.
off.
Well, except for right now, which I'm literally talking about. But I mean, whenever if I have to be naked in the locker room, it's like it's in and out. You know, I'm making it. I'm literally changing clothes to go do something. This guy's hanging out.
Old people don't really feel shame. It's gone.
It's awesome. And his eyes.
I can't wait to get there. I feel a little bit of shame here and there. I try and fight it because shame is weakness, but like, I can't wait to reach that level of wisdom where I just can let it fly.
Well, the lack of shame in this old man is not necessarily strength. He's literally dying in his case. So I think his lack of shame is defeat. So his shame has won, and he's just what is left. Real quick, we got a stone monster, Camille Vision. We're gonna wait a minute, but listen, time. Well, that sounds like if somebody came to me and said it wasn't working because of time, A, I would attempt to make it work for them, find a way to make it work for them. But then B, also, it sounds like a priority issue. It sounds like a priority issue, right? You're not going to get good at skateboarding unless you skateboard. Stone Monster 400. Caller, how many extends do you take?
You said extends?
Yeah.
What would that be? Sorry, I'm not familiar.
I think that's an erection pill.
Oh, like Viagra? Oh, none.
None.
Pills are for the weak.
Pills are for the weak. I hear you. I hear you on that. Pills are for the weak.
Booze are for the strong.
Pills are for the weak. I love that. Namaste. Namaste to that.
Namaste. I'd rather take everything natural. I want everything to flow naturally. Life is supposed to flow naturally. You're supposed to learn from it, not numb yourself out. Or, if you want to find something to heal you, you go out and find a plant that can heal you. Nature provides.
Nature provides, and nature's so interesting. We just had a discussion on nature. Well, listen, big man, I want to thank you for calling in because we've had a tremendous first call. I really want to commend you for just jumping in head first on a call, especially taking tonight's topic seriously. And, I know that the program works for you and you had to put yourself in this sort of third person position to imagine what could it be like to have the program not work, I guess, if they didn't try hard.
I couldn't imagine.
You had to imagine it. And that what you came up with was so frail that it was immediately transparent. Of course it's not going to work if you don't take it seriously. It's not going to work unless you commit yourself.
I'll try harder every day.
Yeah.
I'll try harder every day.
Namaste. Well, listen, big man, we'll quick Camille Vision before I ask you for your final thoughts. This caller is afraid of the power of a chemical hard-on. The future is inevitable. Any response to that?
You do what you got to do. If you need to take a pill to get hard, you take a pill to get hard. I got no problem with that.
Wow. Okay. Well, listen, big man. I before you go, I want to just ask: do you have anything to share with our chat? Anybody? Maybe any potential first-time callers waiting in the chat, biding their time, and sort of just second-guessing their impulses? What kind of advice would you give them right now?
Commit. The only way to do this life is to commit to something. You can't half-ass it. You have to commit.
Got to do it. Come on in. The water's fine. Namaste. Well, big man, blessings to you. Don't be a stranger, all right? You call in soon, okay?
No, man. You have a good one. Namaste.
Namaste, big man. Great to speak to a new explorer, big man. Namaste. Blessings and namaste to big man. We got time for one more caller, guys. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. You're going to be our final caller for the evening. My name is Leslie. What's something that I can call you?
Oh, hey there, you. Hey there, you.
Holy freaking moly, everybody. It's you-know-who on the line. Namaste to Wiki Wiva. Wiki, how we doing tonight, brother?
Namaste. I've been having a really nice night. We was practicing in the band room, and we was chilling out, doing some parties, and I came home and I saw this show, and I got a bone to pick with your people at your station who take care of your program. I've punched about 7 or 8 things in my home already. You don't ever put the program doesn't work in the title, ever. You don't ever, you tell them never again. I'm very angry.
It upsets you. Tell me.
Your younglings. Your younglings need spanking.
Now, Wiki, talk to me. It upsets you to hear that the program maybe like that somebody might say the phrase the program doesn't work. Now,
I've punched. My fingers are blue right now. I punched the wall. That wall.
did you punch drywall?
Oh, I punched the wall. And these 4 walls are my friends. They are named. I hit Franklin.
You hit Franklin.
I hit Franklin.
Wow. And what's your relationship
apologize.
like with Franklin up until tonight?
Me and Franklin got along pretty good. Pretty good advice. I mean, he used the fuck it wall. You know, if I had a question at night, oh, please, what do I do? Fuck it. And then things probably go away. Might as well, boy. But they all have 4 wall names.
What are the other walls' names?
Kenneth, Howard, and the other one, Joey. He has a window. Joey's the window boy. He let the girl in. But Cow and Pawpaw never knew that. Joey the window wall.
Now, Wiki. Talk to me about why, if you can. Put some language to the why. You've heard people say that the program doesn't work. People like Not Meech, right? So charming, so peachy to so many people. Yeah, we'll come on to this program and say that the program doesn't work. What would you have to say to somebody like Not Meech? And how does what she says make you feel?
Well, I think it's neat has she seen like what do you call that photo to go from like a fun stage to another later stage? Like it goes from a chrysalis to a butterfly. You know, you see the change. If you had photographs of me before this and after, you would be astounded, Guru. And somebody to say
brother,
the program doesn't work. That's a punch. That's a punch.
So you're saying Not Meech has essentially punched you, physically assaulted you.
Oh, it's a punch back, girl. Uterus. It's a uterus punch. I'm sorry, sister.
You're punching back.
Oh, I'm punching back. I physically punching back, so you need to let that state police know. Me and you we got a festival to do. I mean, it'll be the first ring fight. It'll be a gladiatorial battle. So your underlings need to redo this program because the program does work.
Wow. So Wiki with a senior explorer here at Explorations coming in to give a little spanking, to some newer explorers, running their mouth, calling me gay and fat, saying that the program sucks.
I love Not Me. Oh my God, what a beautiful lady. What a beautiful wife she gonna make for Mr. Dr. Tanner. Be like the Baker family. Oh my Lord. He just had to get that gun to control. I mean, like all good gurus.
Well, I mean, it's about playing the game, right? It's like you got a feral pussy out in the alley, one of the alley cats fighting. You're trying to bring her inside. You got to play a game with them, right? You can't just grab them by the scruff and it'll be a disaster. You got to play the sugar and spice game. A little something sweet, a little something sour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
You're in the deep water, Guru. You're dark tonight.
Not me further spreading rumors that I am, quote, gay and fat.
I don't believe I'm a woman puncher, but I'm metaphorically, symbolically, in Minecraft, I'm punching you in your uterus right now. I'm giving you a uterus punch from the program to you. If you program these words have angered me. I'm very stressed out right now. And if someone would say this does not work.
Wow. Well, it pleases me that you would take it so seriously and come to the program's defense. You can see where I'm coming from, though, that I invite it, right? I invite these questions.
It came out. It just came out of the center of my core being. I'm like, the program don't? What do you mean it don't work?
Duncan did it.
Look
I
at
understand
all
you
these
completely,
people,
Wiki.
Program freaking work.
Duncan did it. Says, I understand you completely, Wiki. Please continue.
I appreciate that, Duncan. I really understand Duncan, too.
And then we've got one more communal vision coming up in just a moment, coming from Pepperoncini. It'll be on screen in a couple seconds. I don't know why it's taking so long. Communal vision on screen. Finally, here we go. Hey, Wiki, it's been a while since we talked about Star Wars characters having sex. What do you think of that Rey from the new movies? I think she's a total smoke show. I wonder if R2-D2 got any fun toys for her.
R2-D. You know what the D stand for? That's the D for the tutu. That's R2-D2. That's a D2-2. You put in that DT and you go do-do. And you know that girl, she around that robot, she queening it, she talks sweet to it, she whispered to it. You can write a fan fiction about the love affair between R2, the D2, and that sweet young lady. Oh my God, the Naboo Queen.
And then we've got one more communal vision coming in from It All Costs Money. Brother, It All Costs Money, sharing a communal vision. That was really beautiful, by the way. It was really nice to hear you be so vulnerable and sexual.
I can't. Star Wars is one of those adventures that let your sexuality free. You see everything as a fuck box. I really think that.
It All Costs Money. I sincerely hope that you are doing much better, Wiki. Do you have a cool scar from that time you got shot getting coffee for someone else?
Oh, yeah, it's right on my belly. It was really cool.
It moves too?
No, I came right out the back, and there's a scar in the front and the back, and this boy, Trevor, he looked at it and goes, man, you tough. You tough OG. I said, I'm tough OG. Tough OG.
Trav KM0, Wiki, is Jar Jar ever in that thing you said?
Jar Jar? Jar Jar, I was tapping Jar Jar girl. One of them Jar Jar girls, I don't know their names, but them Jar Jar girls, they got big whips. Oh my goodness.
Don't they have like a bunch of tits? Don't they have like a bunch of breasts?
Waka weenie. And I'd be like, yeah, baby.
Don't the Jar Jar girls have like a lot of breasts?
Oh, I don't know about the bang bang, but if they do, that's more for the money.
I know. Imagine
Oh my goodness.
just sucking on.
Yeah, if you could suck while you did the thingamabob.
That would
That'd
be
like
fun.
being back in. That'd be back like being in mama. That'd be like being back in your mama and breathing the water. That's in the belly.
Well, listen, Wiki. You know, I really appreciate you getting through here, fighting through the lines to get on here. It's been too long since we've talked to you. And then,
This
firstly,
show's on fire.
I know. I just want to thank you for calling in.
Oh my lord, what a show!
What a show indeed. Now, and you know, selfishly, I feel that this is maybe potentially such a perfect way to end the show. As always, at the end of our call, I pose the same question to you every single time, and I can't help it. I can't help it. It's just I find your gifts so pure, and for me to not ask would be like I would defile myself. I truly would. So I got to ask, Wiki, musician, band leader, recording artist, I got to ask, could you share a little something with us tonight? Maybe an original or a cover or anything like that? Just something that's kicking around that old noggin of yours?
I really have something. I think I want to do something kind of fun. In that call. I wanna congratulate and just say, amen to flame we are. What a comet shooting through the levels. Oh my goodness, what an explorer month.
I know, right?
So
So this
brighter shining sun.
you're dedicating this to Fram? We are?
Yeah, Flam, and I would like to also dedicate this to the Pepperoncini Man, for the podcast. That was entertaining. Very entertaining podcast.
So, Wiki, you like the podcast
it
too?
Love it. I love it. I won't miss it.
Oh, brother. Well, we've already got one locked and loaded for you this Monday, and I can't wait to share it with you. So, listen, Wiki, I went ahead and paused the music on my side. The stage is yours. Whenever you are ready, we are all ready to hear whatever you got cooked up.
All right, this one's just going to be a fun one. And I hope you guys join in at the end. I'm going to try to get you to join in with me. If you want to, stand up in your chair, join in. This is for the whole community, for the program. For the program. And so I want to walk and roll all night, baby. And it goes, boo, pa, boo, boo, pa, boo, pa, boo, boo, pa. Wow, now, chicka, chicka, wow, now, bow, now, you show us everything you got. You keep on dancing and it won't get hard. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Now. You say you want to go for a spin. The party just began. We'll let you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Down. You keep on shouting. Pooh, pa, pooh, pooh, pa, pooh, pa, pooh, pooh, pa. I wanna walk and roll all night and party every day. Wanna walk and roll all night and party every day. Now. Now let's get the chat. Wesley, come with me and do this one for me. Pooh, ta, ta, pooh, ta, 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 pooh, ta, ta, pooh, ta. Wanna walk and roll all night and party every day. Oh. Wanna walk and roll all night and party every day. Chicken, wow, now. Wow, now. And that's the first verse of that one. That's dedicated to you good fellas here. I appreciate you guys so much. And this program does work. It doesn't work. It really works. I want to tell everybody namaste. I love you guys. Y'all have a beautiful night. I love y'all.
Namaste, Wiki. Thank you so much, brother. Namaste. Oh, my face hurts from smiling so much. That was so fun. Getting called into it like that to do the drums with him was exhilarating. I'm on cloud 9 right now. Real quick, final communal visions coming in. I'm dancing in my office chair to Wiki, and I don't care what my colleagues think. The program has isolated me from them and made me into the weird guy in the office everyone avoids. The program works, says Grizzled Curmudgeon. If that's not a testament and not a rebut of tonight's theme, then I don't know what is. The program simply works. Thank you so much, Grizzled. Oh, I'm electric right now. I'm electricity. I'm like that movie Powder. I was like that movie Powder right now. which they should do a reboot and do some other races too. And we've got one more. Communal Vision to close us out. Borealis Black, guys. We'll be back Friday. No stream tomorrow. We'll be back Friday. Wiki, will you please say the phrase, "I'm up to my ass in alligators"? Thanks. Much love. Maybe next time, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday. Namaste and blessings. You too.